Greetings from sunny South Carolina. The old polar vortex has made its way. It's 1 o'clock on a Saturday, and that's we're anyway. Enough about that nonsense. Ugh. Anyway, I've been out of it for a while. Lazy, busy, whatever you want to call it. Something simple. On the bench, I've got a 2511 in for some performance work. Take a look at a couple of things I got going here. I only ran a tank or two through this, so there really isn't much to see. Got a little bit of that. I've got some nondescript colored oil. It looks darker on video than it does. I don't know. That doesn't look like pond water to me, but it might be. But it's clean. Let's see, a little bit of performance work here. And all I do on these, I don't do any machine work. It's a gasket delete, gives you about 17 thousandths for squish. I do widen and don't change the intake timing. And I do raise the exhaust port and get rid of that little built-in decomp, but I don't go any farther. Timing advance, a little bit of carburetor work, and then this right here, got to raise this a little bit. I put a pretty healthy, so this is probably up maybe 3/16 of an inch from where it was at the factory, just to give a little clearance for a big honking ridiculous exhaust port. I don't really open this up. It seems to flow just fine. The performance work gains I get out of this are really good. What I will say is that on these, why, I don't understand, but this comes from the factory without a set of dogs on it, or at least a dog, falling spike, or bucking spike, whatever. But this Oregon chain is really chattery, jumpy in the cut. And some of that's exacerbated by this little rascal only weighs, I don't know, we'll put it on the scale when I get done, but I mean, it's like 5 pounds. I mean, it's a feather. It feels like a toy. But she's pretty rowdy. Anyway, let me get this button back up and show you the final outcome. All right. This is the best bang for your buck right here. Gordy's got a nice kit. And the nice thing is that he actually includes the correct screws. See how short those are? If you look, I don't know how well you'll be able to see in those holes. They are, if you put a standard length screw off an Echo, that's about another 3 or 4 threads longer than this one. It'll actually poke into the oil tank and you'll have issues. So anyway, let me get this buttoned up. I've spun up a fresh loop of steel 63 PS, which is the, as far as I know, from any of the manufacturers, the last full chisel low pro / Pico pro chain. Now that right there looks good. All right, so I misspoke. Full of gas, full of oil. This is a Whisper over 7 pounds. Well, let's just call it 7 pounds. I don't think dry weight counts for anything because you don't use it dry. I always thought that was a silly idea. But anyway, let me see how this runs. All right, we're gonna make this quick. Fire this rascal up. That'll do it. Let's go back inside. All right. I think we can call that done. Idles, runs, revs, cuts. Anyway, put that one in the books. I want to show y'all something. I have got 2 of these 540s, and I started on this one. It's amazing the way these are built, how much, and this is one of the new Mark IIIs. There we go, focus. There's not much disassembly you got just to pull the cylinder. I don't know exactly what that is right there. Okay. Everything on here has been Loctited, and I'm not even making this up. There was Loctite on one of the course bolts that went into the plastic. Shit you not. There is a bolt that goes in like right here that holds this whole plastic shroud that encompasses everything. And it goes into, where are we at? Right here. So if I take you in there, you can see the remnants of the Loctite. Dude, that thing was on there so tight. I busted 2 tips off of steel T-handles. I've never broken one of these. I ended up trying to drill, and I guess, you know, my fresher drill bits wouldn't touch it, so I ground the head of it off with a brand new carbide burr just to get this screw off. I'm gonna have to heat it up so I can pop that off. It's on there pretty good now that it's cooled off. Ian was breaking this down with me. You know, this saw's only been run at the factory. You know, it's got some self-clearancing that's been done, but that's typical. You'll see that on a lot of saws when you take them down, and that's just, you know, what's been run at the factory. I did have a guy that's local to me, but is let me get a little bit more light on that. But he does go out to Idaho, and he's one of the hotshot guys that's out doing wildfires. But if you look, the rod's seized, and the bearings actually cooked something awful. Okay. Yeah, you can see right in there on that side, it's all become one. This does not move. That's but anyway, we're gonna do a rebuild on this 460. This thing's in mint condition. He did upgrade. I mean, look, you know, the clutch is all but brand new. It hasn't even been, I mean, once we get this thing cleaned up, it is gonna look like a shiny new penny, but this is obviously getting a full rebuild. New bearings, new seals. I'm gonna see if I can't find a suitable, nice used 460 top end, just to try to keep this down. But this is going to be his personal saw, and I think it's a good idea given that the condition that it's in and its replacement cost. You know, you want a new 462, that's $1,400, maybe a little bit more with some tax. I think they're $1,350 plus tax. So yeah, it's over $1,400. So we're gonna throw some money at Old Faithful here and get her freshened up. So that's what's been going on. I've got 2 500i that need to be ported. Again, I got a second one of these that I haven't torn down yet. It's new in the box. All right, I'm done talking. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one.